Hey, what's going on everybody? This is Manual Gearbox and welcome back to DCS World. Today I'm going to be doing a little bit of a tutorial. I'm going to show you guys how to land the MiG-21 in adverse conditions. We're going to be flying from the Black Sea into the airfield of Kutaisi in Georgia. And it's complete overcast. You can't see anything except for a few mountains out in the distance. And those types of conditions can be quite daunting. You know, so some people they avoid altogether just landing in those conditions. They rather just fly somewhere else. You know, where the skies are clear and you don't have a thunderstorm underneath those clouds. So yeah, let's start by going down into the mission editor. Create new mission. Okay, so we're gonna get this prompt window here to choose the red side and the blue side. I'm gonna go with insurgents because I'm a bad hombre. I'm gonna go for red. And okay, all this stuff really isn't necessary, but you know, it's fun, so why not? Okay, so here we are. This is Kutaisi. This is the airfield where we're going to be landing in. Let's do a little bit of a close-up here. We're going to be starting up. Let's just first things first. Let's get the weather situation the way we want it to. Here we're going to go for summer. Where is it? Spring thunderstorm. We can go for summer heavy thunderstorm. We're gonna go with that. You know, the worse it is, the better. Okay, so we got a crosswind at 10 meters. It's coming in from 330 degrees at 19 meters per second. That is most likely gonna put us. We're gonna be landing in runway 08, most likely. No, actually it's the other way around. We're going to be landing on runway 26. Or is it? Yeah, 26. I think it's runway 26 in this direction. Okay, so we're going to set the aircraft over here. MiG-21. No, we're not Americans. We are insurgents. We're bad hombres. Here let's choose player, which is below, in my case is below average. Let's change the altitude to 3,000 meters and speed. We'll set that up at 700 meters. 700 kilometers per hour. Let's do a little bit of a loadout here. We want to have some Easter eggs below our wings. By the way, happy Easter, everybody. It's Easter in several parts of the world. Let's see here. This is Serbia. We're gonna go for bare metal. Remember, this is an insurgent aircraft. It was purchased from the black market. No markings at all. And we're gonna choose short range patrol. We got 2 radar guided missiles on the outside pylons, and we got infrareds on the insides. No need for a fuel tank, external fuel tank. I mean, it's a short flight. Okay, so let's just double check that everything is in order. Everything appears to be okay, and okay, so that's. I think everything's okay. Let's do this. One thing I forgot to mention. We're gonna be landing on the left side. We're gonna be using a landing pattern. We're gonna fly in straight into the airfield, but before we reach the airfield, we're gonna do an offset right around here, maybe. You know, a 45-degree offset, and then use a left-hand side pattern on this side here, and then turn around and come back in. We can do that on this side here, but I've tried that before, and usually when you come out of the clouds, you're like face to face with mountains and hills and everything. So definitely, it's a lot safer through this side over here. We're gonna do an offset of around 15 kilometers, just to be on the safe side. Okay, so close this up, and let's get it going. Okay, so we're on the aircraft. We're flying over, as you can see. Look at this. You can't see anything. So in this types of conditions, your instruments are your lifeline. So before we continue, let's shut down the radar. We don't need that. Pylons, we're going to turn those off again, along with the gun. And first things first, we're going to set up the RSBN. We're going to activate that, and then we're going to set the RSNBN channel for Kutaisi, which is 13. There you have the tone. That's the Morse code for the airfield. We're going to turn that off, and then we're going to set the Kutaisi ATC channel, which is 10, and then we're going to contact ATC Kutaisi inbound.
Kutaisi, сотый, возврат.
100. Кутаиси. Следуйте курсом 71. Удаление 120. Давление 716,78. Посадочный 26. Занимайте высоту круга.
Okay, we're gonna set the altimeter to 1716. Careful not to activate the landing gear. It's gotta be around there somewhere. Okay, so that's the proper altimeter. We're gonna turn this off, and we're gonna turn. Here you have the RMI needle pointing to the radar stage, to the airfield. We're gonna set the course to 26. That's the runway heading. I think that's the okay, so let's turn right, heading. What's the heading again? I think it was 81 or something. Turn. Try not to lose altitude. Gonna come off the throttle. We want to maintain 700 kilometers an hour. 45-degree turning angle. So we're technically flying straight into the runway if we keep going this direction. Okay, we're gonna level off here. Engage the SAU. And we're currently 83 kilometers out. Usually at this altitude we're currently flying around 3,000 meters, or in this case it's actually a lot less than that, it's 2,300. The descending glide path usually takes around 45 kilometers out, but before we reach 45 kilometers we're going to do an offset, a 45-degree offset towards the left, that direction, to get some lateral separation between us and the airfield. Just waiting for the RMI needle and the course needle to align. Just double check to see if the course is 26. It's odd because the ATC suggests that the course of the aircraft or the airfield is 26 degrees, but if you check the knee board, it's actually what's the it's a lot less than that. It's like 248, so it should be around 205. We're gonna go for the for what the knee board says. You can't see the knee board because it's off to the left here. You got a triple screen monitor set up, so you won't be able to see it. I'm searching for it. Oh, there we go. Now it's Sanaki. It's actually 248. We're gonna go with that, 248. Just hope we don't get it wrong. There. Okay, so let's do an offset. 45 degrees. Around there should be okay. We engage the SAU. We're going to fly like this until we reach 45 kilometers from the airfield. And then we'll go into cloud penetration mode, which is this switch over here. We click that upwards where it says proceed, and this allows us to go through the clouds safely. That's what this feature is for. You can use it without the overcast, but it was mainly designed to face situations like this, weather situations. Okay, we're at 44 degrees. Okay, so we go to cloud penetration mode. Okay, so disengage the SAU, lower the nose, throttle back. What's that? Marker. That's odd. Okay. So this is where it gets tricky. So if landing in these conditions wasn't difficult enough, you still have to face the landing itself. Landing the MiG-21 is extremely difficult. Okay, we've done a lot of lateral separation, so might as well line up with the runway heading. Okay, here we are. Trying to maintain that vertical yellow line in between that little circle there. Should give us the proper glide path. 31 kilometers out. Okay, we're in the clouds. And we're below the glide path. We need to raise the nose slightly. In these conditions, you rely entirely on your instruments. Okay, here we are. Give it a little bit throttle. Okay, we're below the cloud base. Here we are. Okay, engage the SAU. Back to nav mode. Okay, and we turn on the landing lights. Line up a little bit here. Well, the initial plan was to have a 15-kilometer separation between us and the airfield. The airfield is in that direction. Probably those lights over there. Frames per second seem to drop, especially with this overcast. As you can see, right in the middle of a thunderstorm. Rain everywhere. We're currently parallel 90 degrees against the airfield. That RMI needle over here pointing straight through the airfield, but we're following the same path as the runway. Gotta check the radio altimeter. We're currently at 500 meters above the ground. And look at this. The aircraft is just rocking left and right. A little bit of throttle. Okay, we're heading straight for a mountain. We're gonna do 200 meters. Let's do a right-hand turn till we're flying perpendicular to the runway. Right around there. Engage the SAU. And we're going to wait until that RMI needle here drops down and is completely parallel with the runway heading. Then we do a turn to towards the right. Yeah, frame rates are all the way down because I think OBS is killing it. Kilometers out from the airfield. You can actually see it. I think that's the airfield all the way over there. It's actually a town or something. Got a tailwind here, so the aircraft is picking up speed pretty fast. Got to come off the throttle, or near almost 850 kilometers an hour, way too high. Bring that down to maybe the N1 to around 65, maybe 70%. We can use the air brakes, but what's the point? We're still like 15 kilometers away. Once we begin turning towards the airfield, we're going to lower the landing gear, deploy the flaps. Radar altimeter 600. No, it's actually below 600, so it's close. We're still close to the ground. The cloud basis is 800 meters, so the distance between the cloud basis and the ground itself is actually pretty shallow. Okay, we're reaching the turning point, so let's turn towards. We're about to intercept the glide path here, the localizer. Get a bit of throttle. Okay, let's follow. Oh, there it is. Okay, there's the airfield. Request landing.
Утаиси, сотый. Разрешите посадку.
100. Утаиси. Посадку разрешаю.
Below 600 kilometers an hour, we deploy the landing flaps.
Ветер у земли 1.
There they are.
0. Скорость 2,1 метров в секунду.
And you know what? The knee pad was completely wrong. That is not the heading we were supposed to be going through. We just passed the localizer. Let's go for landing here, which is going to be useless because we don't have the right heading. We're just going to do a visual. Oh, this is going to be tricky. Just hope we get this right. Okay, landing flaps. Oh my God, this is not good. Oh boy. No, this is not good. We're gonna have to do a turnaround.
Один, 0. Посадку запрещаю. Уходите на второй круг.
God. The landing gear's not coming up for some reason. Okay, we're just gonna leave it deployed. We're gonna raise the flaps. We're gonna continue to fly on this heading, runway heading, till we're 7 kilometers out, and we're gonna do a big box landing pattern. We're gonna set this up right to 26 there. Okay, 7 kilometers. We're gonna turn right. We're going to try to level the aircraft. We're going to fly perpendicular to the runway. Actually sees, well, you can't see anything. That's how bad it is. Okay, there we are. Just overshot it. We're going to use these, the RMI. There you see the number 2 here. Once the RMI and the number 2 are aligned, we turn again towards the right and we begin to fly parallel to the runway. There, it's about to reach. There we are. Okay, we turn. Got enough fuel, don't we? Yeah, we just still got like 22 kilograms of fuel left. Or liters, I should say. Okay, we're turning. Okay, let's... There. Okay, so now we are on the SAU, which tends to lower the nose every time you engage it, which is normal. And we're going to wait until the RMI reaches this number 3 here. We're going to keep flying in this course until the RMI needle is aligned with the number 3. Then we're going to do another turn towards the right, and this thing is just bobbing up and down the SAU. Guess doesn't like to be engaged with the landing gear deployed. For some reason, the landing gear won't go up. Maybe it did something wrong there. The landing gear is deployed. Okay, as you can see, we still got a long way before we reach that number 3 on the RMI needle. Radio altitude, we're still above 600 meters. Okay, we're gonna keep going. Totally blind up here. And all this will be useless if we can do the landing itself. Just imagine all this trouble just to crash. Sometimes I get it right, you know. I've been practicing, but it's difficult. Very, very difficult. Landing the MiG-21 is very, very tricky. Beautiful aircraft. One of my favorite aircraft of all time. There's actually a very good book called The Famous Russian Aircraft. There's like a volume for each aircraft. There's one for the MiG-21. I was actually thinking about purchasing it back in 2010, but it was $50, so I was like, nah, maybe I'll pass, give it a pass. Maybe, you know, in the future, prices might go down. Might be a lot better, you know, better bargain. Okay, we're reaching number 3 there, but it went out of print. Look, this is how low we are. You can see the trees down below. It went out of print, and now that book is actually $1,000 worth. If I had purchased it back then, 2010, I would have had a $950 profit. $950 profit. But this is one of those things that, you know, just escapes you. You're not into the book business or anything. Okay, we're reaching number 3. There you see it right here. And once we reach that, we're going to turn right 90 degrees. Okay, just a tad more. We got lightning striking all over the place. Okay, that should be about right. So let's turn 45 degrees. 45 degree angle, 90 degrees to the right. Let's see if we can intercept the localizer. We're on course 260, which is what the ATC gave us. We're completely ignoring the knee pad, knee board. Oh, there we are. Overshot slightly, nothing to worry about. And now we're going to wait for that RMI needle to reach number 4, right there. There. Boy, this thing is just jumping all over the place. Okay, so here we have the RMI needle coming down to number 4. Once that happens, we again turn 90 degrees to the right. See if we can intercept the localizer. 550 kilometers an hour. Can't see the runway still. Uh-oh. Okay. Okay, that should be about right. Let's turn again. 45-degree angle turn. Low up, raise the nose a little bit. We're 23 kilometers away. That's amazing. Oh. Reaching the cloud base. Bring the nose down slightly. Always check the radio altimeter. Make sure you're not getting too close to the ground. Let's turn a little bit towards the left here so we can... Actually pretty close. We're 16 kilometers away. So we can intercept the localizer a lot sooner. Oh, there we are. There's the runway. Okay, flaps landing. Uh-oh. Hold on a second here. Let me get this right. We're a bit too high, but we're off the radial here. We're being pushed. There's a lot of crosswind. Boy, this thing just won't turn. Full flaps. Oh, here we go. Come on. Just hope just slightly below the oh no. Here we go. Oh, come on. We almost got it. We almost got it. Come on. Ooh. Yep. There we are. Apply brakes. Where's the damn button? Oh, we're getting off the runway. No. Gotta keep it on the great stuff. Oh boy. All right.
1-0-0. Заруливайте на стоянку.
Okay, so welcome to Katisi. Okay, hope you guys learned something today. This was quite an adventure, obviously, landing this thing in heavy crosswinds and heavy rain. But yeah, it's one of the things that I love about the MiG-21. It's quite a handful. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.